What's happening, boys?
Okay.
Yeah,
All good.
fucking thanks for coming.
No sweat, pleasure. Man.
How you been?
Yeah, all good. We're doing well. Busy. We're really busy. We're doing a film festival stuff today. It's all just so busy, man. It's all good.
Nice. Yeah, the brand is expanding in this crazy fucked up world that we're in. Yeah. So it's can't complain on all things.
Tidy. So, like all good podcasts, let's start at the beginning. Where were you born? Where were you brought up?
So, do you want to go first, Michael?
Yeah. I was born in Neath. Born and bred, raised in Port Talbot. Yeah, 45 moons ago.
45. You're 45 now, Pancho.
I get it now.
You know. What about you, Nigel? Same, innit? Port Talbot boy?
Yeah. I was born in Penrith in Hospital, Neath. Brought up in Taibach, Port Talbot. Two brothers, born in 1970. So, I was brought up close to the M4 motorway. Some people have like a goalpost for jumpers for goalposts. We used to have pillars because we used to play under the motorway a lot of the time and that. So, it's all good.
Yeah, it's a mad old place down there. I got cousins down in Britain Ferry.
All right, yeah.
So like, I can always remember going past there as a kid and thinking, fucking hell, it fucking stinks. You knew you were getting close to fucking Britain. Yeah, see my cousins. But
so I was brought up in that part of town, like where the Taibach is where the furnaces are, which are, as we hear today, the furnaces are closing, which is really tragic, really.
Can we talk about that? Because that's like,
we can talk.
It's a mad day.
It's an iconic day for all the wrong reasons, really, because it put bread on like my family's table. Like my dad worked there, my brother worked there, my grandfather worked there. So it's been in the family for time.
Yeah.
So it's
it's like a mad coincidence. We got you on like the last day.
I just had a photo from my son, like, because he's on the furnace today. He's on the cast house floor.
Yeah.
And so like my father, when I was growing up, when you get asked what's your father do, I just used to say he's works on a blast. That's all I knew. That's what my father worked on, a blast furnace. So my grandfather worked in there. Like I've had a couple of spells in the works, and now Cassius is there. So it's meant a lot to us, and also being in Taibach, I've always heard it, I've always seen it, I've always smelt it, and it's felt like, it makes me feel like I'm home, the sounds of industry and the colours and all that in the night, that's what we know, it's quite it can be quite a dynamic thing to live around, and to see it go in, seeing it being surrendered is bewildering to everyone.
Surrendered is the right word as well.
It's incredible, really, because they still make world-class steel. They still make millions of tons of it, and all the steel they make goes out the door. Most of it to UK manufacturing, aerospace, automotive,
Jaguar,
white goods, tin plate, defence. Defence, like in 2024, when there's war in Europe, and we're giving billions of pounds to another European nation in military aid. I'm not necessarily against that, but I mean, it must mean there's a threat to our national security. And yet, if that threat ever came to be, where would we get our ammunition from? Where are we going to make our steel? Because now we're going to be dependent on foreign countries. So it's just bewildering.
Well, they'd be like, quick, fire it back up, wouldn't they? Probably,
It's not simple. The coal ovens now, it's already been like decommissioned. So the way the Port Talbot is now, you can't make like from raw materials to like finished product. That is no longer.
That's gone. The coke ovens is one of the reasons why it's world-class steel. It was world-class. There's been no discussion about the quality of steel made there from the Port Talbot works, the strip product that's in a lot of the the car industry in the UK. Most of the cars in the UK have been made with Port Talbot strip steel. A lot of the refrigerators, washing machines, etc. The aeroplanes that it's from Port Talbot strip steel, and it's been world-class quality. It still is. It's been surrendered. And Tata just fired up a massive furnace in India.
If that's not a fuck you to like UK manufacturing.
Yeah.
Because that's like the bigger picture, and I don't want to go fucking into like government and politics and shit. But like they said 2,500 jobs going into Talbot. What about UK manufacturing in general?
Yeah.
Because I know what I would do if I owned a fucking, like if I was building cars or something, I'd go closer to the source.
Yeah.
So that's going to give me cheaper steel.
Logistically, Do you know what I
just
mean?
to cut the logistics out.
So what about
Yeah, of course,
Honda
it's
in
simple.
Swindon? Where are they going? Where's BMW in Oxford going to go?
Jaguar in Solihull.
Yeah, where's
Aston Martin.
Airbus going to go in North Bristol, in Filton? Are they going to stay here? Are all of them going to stay? Because the strip product that they've been getting is not, is not being made anymore.
It's got to be down to the bigger picture, though, hasn't it? Because, when you mentioned India, it's like one of the BRIC countries. Its industry is starting to boom in them kind of.
Massively.
Yeah. But we were competitive. I mean, the £1 million a day thing, nobody believes that. That's just nonsense.
That's all due to a sales forecast.
Yeah.
So like they were still in profit. There's not a backlog of steel there, so it was going out the door. It was going to some fucker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people buying it, and I know that BMW have been stockpiling it. They've been buying up all what they got. They want it all. Because it's world class, it's top steel. And now they're going to be dependent on steel from halfway around the world. But also, what about these factories? Where are they going to go? No one's discussing that, of course. And I think there's been a complete lack of long-term industrial strategy in this country. We think of ourselves as being one of first world, one of the best countries in the world, one of the most organised. Well, the shower that's been run in this country at the moment have really lost touch with reality.
Fucked, isn't it?
It's scary. It's like Russia, the Soviet Union, when I started falling apart the last days. Sometimes I look at the UK and what's happening here and I'm thinking, are we going through that now?
Yeah.
Look at the corruption and all that we're seeing on the regular, that people are losing faith with it all.
Well, do you know how I measured it the other day? There was like 10 of us, fucking old Barry boys, chilling, playing pool, having a drink, good old fucking drink as well. And none of us give a fuck, right? But there's 10 of us, maybe more, all on a Friday fucking, or Saturday night, whatever it was, talking fucking politics. So it's like, that's how...
Well, some of them got to stand. Some of them should stand, man, stand up and represent the community, go through democracy. That's my opinion. I've been an elected member. I actually got in.
Yeah, he was the MP for Port Talbot, wasn't
I was a councillor for Port Talbot, for the Aberafan ward, which is probably the most deprived in East Port Talbot. I had a great 5 years, and I was able to scrutinise and ask questions, and it was good for me. But more people need to do it. You need more people from the street, more people who are connected with real people.
Connected.
You really do.
Like who walk the streets and fucking.
Yeah. We were able to do street art projects and help sort of Port Talbot, culturally. When I was able to really help that to evolve.
Definitely
we need more there.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Stand.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone's listening to this podcast, don't worry about standing in a couple of years. You've got nothing to lose and you've got a lot to gain, and we need people in this time of disarray to stand up and look after our communities, stand up and be counted, because, that we have to do it, because I think that we are so disillusioned with how we're being run. We need to take it back. It needs to come locally. It needs to, people from Barry, like real Barry people, need to be making the decisions about Barry, or insert any town, city, suburb for Barry. We need more of that localism.
Yeah.
I think culturally, localism is the next big thing. It's the next thing where people doing their own thing, and that's starting to happen in Southwest Wales, in Swansea Bay. The localism is definitely growing across the arts, and I look forward to seeing Port Talbot.
Massively.
Yeah, it's going really well. And we need more places. Well, I think we're leading away a little bit on it within South Wales, with the localism thing. But that's the way forward. That's the only way forward for me.
Yeah, yeah. It's like we were saying earlier, it's like brands like your brands, they don't only survive in them strong fucking communities, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think what with Sanportablo, the Sanportablo story really is that we could have gone to a retail centre like Swansea or Cardiff or even MacArthur Glen, but we didn't. We stayed where we could walk to work. Do you know what I mean? We could forget our keys and go back. And we stayed in our community, and we know people, so that was obviously easier for us to move, because and people knew us, they had a bit of faith in us, trusted us. But I think what we are, we're a bit of hope really for other people, in whether it be clothing, or whether it be in comedy, or whether it be in street art, or whether it be in music, bands, pubs, restaurants, street food, whatever. You can stay local. You can stay in your community and smash it from there. Yeah. People will come to you. If you've got a good enough product, idea, design, people will come to you. I think that's what we would like to show. You know, that's what that's what we've been really good at.
It's become pretty much, like in my opinion, I'd say it's become more of a hub as opposed to just a shop.
Yeah.
You know, like we...
Yeah.
You know, we get a lot of people from all over, all different walks of life. You know, like, you know, you got the writers, like as we spoke about, you know who you are. The terrible...
Should we big them up?
The terrible twins.
Sank and Bims.
Yes.
Yeah, big up the boys.
Big up the boys.
Twins.
And
Big
Ryan.
up the lads. And
yeah,
Ryan.
But all the artists who come down, you know, like Ryan and Jenks and Sock and Hassan and Darren over.
Fucking hell, Hassie's been mentioned on every podcast.
Hass is fucking G, that's why.
I think his portraits are just, you know...
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I think him and Bradley are like, for me, in Wales, it's like, it's Hass and Armour. It's like, they stand out, don't they? They stand out in what they do.
Well, we got some amazing ones, haven't we? We got like Cam, my partner here. We got Hoax.
Yeah.
You know, it's just fucking...
Absolutely. That's what the twins always talk about. Those are the names.
Yeah.
But, we really like what Hass does. He done that Terry Allen, didn't he? Put a little for us.
Did indeed.
It's beautiful. It looks great. You know, it's like a celebrated hobo from Port Talbot, Terry Allen. He's a bit like a sort of, he's like the unofficial mayor of Port Talbot.
Yeah.
And he's
taking your title.
He's got a beard. He's got a cowboy hat. You know what I mean? He's got a bit of style about him. And
Did he inspire that?
The bowler. That's Danny, that is.
No, I know.
Yeah, so...
Can we like go back to the beginning about how it, like Sanportablo come about and get that story out there?
Yeah, so back in 2016, I've been in clothing before. You see, I was in
both of us.
Both of us have been in clothing. Like I was like a casual football hooligan type of person. Used to like Ola Tashini and Burberry, Armani, Cecil G, Lois, all them sort of brands. And I just like the energy of the terraces back in the 80s. And Mike had the energy of the skate scene.
Yeah, I was heavily influenced by skateboarding.
Yeah.
And just street culture in general.
Yeah.
So I got banned in the 80s from watching football. And I had to do something else for my Saturday afternoon. So I was like reading, there was just been magazines. It was before the internet. You're talking like late 80s, early 90s. And there was like the Face magazine. There was ID magazine. And I used to read a fanzine from Merseyside called The End. And in the back of the ID magazine, there was like street brands used to advertise in there. So I had to do something because I was banned from the football. So there was no really good, there weren't many clothes shops in Port Talbot.
Did you get banned for the football for?
I invaded the pitch.
Did you?
I was up in the Midlands, so CCTV.
Clothes on or clothes off?
Clothes on. Yeah, so
Clothes on,
I mean... Yeah, so I got rumbled, got banned, and then started clothing up, and then, kept on going, like, done a bit of bootlegging, had some great fun with bootlegging, so I got into printing via that.
Yeah.
And then, like, I got to know people like Duffer St. George, Komodo, Carhartt, Boxfresh, and like had a shop in Port Talbot and Swansea. So I got into, that was in the early 90s, and then I passed on all my contacts to some good friends of mine who started a clothes shop called Drew Guy, who now went into Cardiff, and Nelly, particularly, we're still close with him.
Yes, I love that shop in...
Nelly and Jazz.
Yeah.
Nelly and Jazz.
You could go in there with like, they say, oh, how much you got? Like, you say 300. Where you going? We're going fucking, I don't know, the Emporium. Right, okay, they kit you out with like, they give you like a jeans, the top, a jacket, and a cap, like to go out.
Get sorted out.
Yeah, for your budget, like, do you know what I mean? And they go, oh, what you think? Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, they're cool cats, man. So they got in with Duffer and 6876 and all them type of people, Kenneth McKenzie and that. I know Nelly's got Vera's shoes, which are doing really well, but he's based up in Yorkshire now. And
I formerly did a streetwear brand with Nelly called a Loco. And that went well. We went to like House of Fraser and whatnot, like ASOS, everything like that. And then like the credit crunch kicked in, right? And like all those big outlets, they were like, we really like the brand and stuff, but we're going to play safe. You know, we're going to play safe with what we know is going to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. He worked in Bad Habits as well, didn't he? It was worth a mention in Bridgend, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bad Habits in Bridgend. Yeah, do you know, like Justin and everyone there. That was a big influence.
Was this all before Sanchez? Or?
Before Sanchez, yeah. Justin was a bit of a fucking boy, to put it mildly. Yeah, there's a few fucking snow angels in his shop.
Yeah. So back in 2016 then, I worked in the Steelworks.
Yeah.
And I lost my job, man. They fucking sacked me, like, they just...
This is underhanded, what happened.
Yeah.
But if any of you fuckers are watching it, you know you fucking assholes.
Yeah, I watched the Voice on the Vice documentary as well, so might be worth giving that a plug because that was I watched it the other night, great watch.
Yeah, so there was a steel crisis and Vice TV, Jamie Jones, Shelley Jones, like really good creators from Swansea. They'd done something with Vice, like, and they'd done a documentary all about the start of the brand, Sanportablo, which was really good for us at the time, like. And it's good for me now because both of us it's been documented, and you can see where we've grown to now, like the things that we were hoping for.
Do you know what? Like when me and Nigel were kicking it, and Nigel, you know, started, you know, the initial Sanportablo movement, yeah. Even though like the term had been kicking around in PT for a while. You won't mind me saying it, but like that losing your job with 4 kids at home, a mortgage and that, it fucking hit you, didn't it?
It hit me hard, but like there's an old Roman poet, his name is Ovid, and he says like fear gives you wings. And it's true, man, because like I was scared. I was like, I got a mortgage, 2 of them were in university, I had 2 young girls, I had like debts. And I was like, what am I going to do? I'm in a small steel town, right? There's not much opportunity here. I'm in a small steel town, I've lost my job for life. I've come out with a real piss poor settlement. You know, I didn't even pay my loans off, like. And I was like, what am I going to do? And I just thought, well, I've done things I'm not good at. I've done things to put bread on the table, right? I've thought, in clarity, I'm thinking, right, I need to do something, A, that I enjoy, and 2, that I'm good at. So we went with clothing. We did think about Pancho's Tacos, remember?
Yeah,
we were fucking close.
We were toying with the idea of
it was like a toss of the coin. It was going to be Sanportablo clothing or Pancho's Tacos. But anyway, we done the clothing. I had a bit of luck. So I've had a lot of bad luck, right, Care? It was a bad time, 2016. But then some magic happened, right? Because in 2016, Wales have qualified for the first time in 58 years, in my lifetime, for the Euros, yeah, down in France. So we come up with a design. If there was such a thing as a Welsh Design Awards, right, the top that we brought out, the Legend tops, would have been a contender for Design of the Year. It was fucking top. And Cassius was working in London for Weekend Offender at the time, in Derby Street in Soho.
So your nipper?
Sorry?
So your nipper, is it?
Cassius, the one that was on the cast house today. He was working for Weekend Offender, and he said to me, "Dad, you got to go with Continental. You got to go with like organic cotton. Do you know what I mean? You got to buy the top. Anyway, so we've done that, and it worked so good, Care. So we had this tournament. We got this fucking great design, and furthermore, Wales started winning, didn't they? No one expected us to do anything, and we've just gone on that crazy sort of roller coaster. And like, we was going out to Bordeaux, we go to Paris, we're going to Lyon. People are buying the tops from all over the country, they're wearing it. Our social media blew up, you know. And it was just, it was good times, really. So it's just, we had an opportunity. And that's what we've realised in business, yeah. When you're in business, you've got to take your opportunities when they come. You know, Banksy came to Port Talbot in 2018.
Yeah.
He came down, done like a bit of a masterpiece, really. One of his big ones, you know, it was an optical illusion. It was in front of the furnaces, and I like. So we done a top. We done a really good top of that, didn't we?
Yeah.
And of course, we had people coming from everywhere, and we done a real class top, you know. So
how much is like Banksy coming down and doing that? How much is that? Do you think inspired the scene down Port Talbot, the art scene down there now?
It was a catalyst, man. I mean, there's always been a small street art scene in Port Talbot. It's always been active. It's been small. We all know each other. You know, I've been in and out of it since like 2010. You know, so there's always been a little scene, but that's really been a catalyst, and we've been able to do a lot. You know, the council didn't do nothing with it. They sold it to an art dealer for Essex for the snip.
Yeah, he buys them all up, don't he? That guy. Yeah.
We should have had a permanent gallery in the town. We could have had an art gallery in the town where people like Haas or Armour or Hawks or Bims or Sank or, you know, or any local sock, they could have all exhibited there. You know, we could have had Kevin Sinnott exhibited.
Yeah, because you've got the draw. People are going to come to see that.
Yeah.
But
They're
then
gonna see
you
it.
put everything
Then
else.
you can exhibit.
Great for the cafes, great for the hotels, great for pubs, great for
Just
restaurants.
great for the fucking town,
Great for the
especially
town.
in this time of
You know,
just me.
Yeah, we get people in our shop. They coming from. We had Australians in last week, Canadians. We get people coming from everywhere. Even though we're an industrial town, we do get people. We're surprising how many people we get coming from outside. But of course, if we had a gallery there, you know, to go and see a Banksy.
Yeah, and the draw the Banksy, you know, like all the writers and that, because, you know, make what they want of that. But for a fucking deprived town, that was like gold, man. It was like a gift, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and,
Yeah.
you know, whether there was just no foresight, you know, when fucking private meets fucking,
They're like a rabbit caught in the headlights, to be honest with you. They just couldn't wait to get rid of it. And they phoned John Brandler. They said he said he can stay for X amount of years, 3 years, right? At the end of 3 years, they phoned him and said, right, you've got to move it now. It's kind of like, I remember when I went into the space, they hadn't even given the walls a lick of paint. It was bare plasterboard. And I was like, I was really frustrated. That was probably one of the most frustrating things for me as a councillor. But on the back of that, then we were able to do like a subway art project where we were able to get quite a lot of Welsh artists and give them a canvas so people could go down to look at the subways and say, right, I like that style. And it's like, right, there's Jenks's number, there's Bims's number. Do you know what I mean? So they were getting a lot of work.
The amount of like awareness and appreciation because the Banksy thing had came, that opened like, you know, like the councillors' fucking eyes up. I'm like, well, look, so like now Port Talbot's got like a free wall, which is great. You're going to have to come down sometime.
100%, can't wait.
We've got to get you lot down there.
Yeah,
that'd be so good, man.
It's been on the cards for a while. I was saying earlier with the come down with the twins. I think me, Cam, Newer.
Come on, bring the boys.
Yeah,
That'd be wicked, man. We could have a proper fucking celebration as well.
Yeah. Should have done it this summer, really, but
yeah. Well, we get involved with you. You know, when you come down, we'll definitely be there. Now, we'll give you just, you know, just be good, just good vibes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need more of that in. You need it everywhere, like localism, as I say. You just need more of it going on.
Yeah, we'll be down there before long. Can't wait. Like, so it was like the Banksy thing. It's like raised awareness, haven't it? It's like
It really opened people's eyes up.
But like you guys now, like I'm catching like you've really all pushed on from that. Like, do you know what I mean? You've made the most of it and like kind of ran with it. It just seems like there's so many artists and so much good stuff going on down there.
Yeah, but going back to the shop and the shop becoming like a hub and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like we were in London like last week. A chap walks in and he's like, I've viewed this Michael Sheen quote and it's like a magnetic field for UFOs.
Yeah.
So, like Rue Lewis,
man.
Yeah. He came in and I was like, who's this fucking Chancellor now? Just on a uni. Like, but we helped like facilitate him and I saw his fucking camera gear. I was like, this guy's no fucking dimwit. Like, you know, otherwise his parents have got a lot of fucking money. But as it turns out, very talented, love Port Talbot.
Great energy.
Great vibes.
Brings the vibe, like,
fucking crumpled the piece of paper, UFO thing, and he's like, I just fucking love this place. And there's enough characters here to make a fucking book. So he's made like a coffee table book.
Photo book, yeah.
Yeah, which is like on
Port Talbot UFO Investigation Club on Goss Books, and it's done really well. It's what won awards. It's a lot of the portraits are in. One of them's in the he's got some up in the National Portrait Gallery.
Yeah.
You know, I'm reading Dazed and Confused, like, and they're doing a review on Port Talbot. They've been really sort of generous to us. It's like as if
it's in Milan,
culturally we've
everywhere.
never really mattered. That's what it's felt like.
Yeah.
In fact, it's South Wales to an extent. You know,
it is South Wales.
The metropolitan eyes don't frown upon us, like as if we got nothing to say. And I think
Wales in general, you know,
which is a real big frustration of us. It's something that we could really go into deeper.
Absolutely.
But so every rule comes down. He does some really good photo. We introduce him to people, you know, characters who look good and stuff, and give him ideas. And he used to hang out with us. He gave us a lot of ideas for the brand. You know, a lot of
because he works in like the fashion
Shoreditch,
and stuff.
So last week he done the book's gone really well. We had an exhibition in Shoreditch. In the photo book cafe.
That's it, the photo book.
So we went up, we had a great time. 2 days in London, you know, getting that sort of Shoreditch energy, you know, dipping in, dipping out. We had a few a few quid in our back pocket. So we were all right, I mean, you know, doing whatever we were, eating, drinking, catching cabs. He wouldn't fucking walk nowhere, would he?
No, I like to be punctual and on time.
Yeah.
Like, he's like a proper chancer, this motherfucker.
And like, one of the bands from Shunkfest as well, big up the Pigeon Wigs, man. They give us a lift home.
They're fucking
There's a
legends.
band from Cardiff called Pigeon Wigs.
No way.
They're very good. Very, very good. They played in Shunkfest.
Well, you had the lift all the way back off him?
Yeah, they played in Brick Lane.
They played in Brick Lane,
Yeah, in, I can't remember the name. Number
93.
93, 91.
Yeah.
They're in there. So sometimes you've been with bands from South Wales, like, and you go up to London and they get...
But this goes back to the shop.
Yeah.
The guitarist, he came into the shop,
Tom,
didn't he?
yeah.
Tom, and he was like,
in.
oh, I seen all your gear in the Shunkfest. I thought, I'll come and get some. I was like, yeah, but, you know, we'll sort you out.
When's your next gig?
When's your next gig? And I was like, I'm in, like we're in London
At the
now.
same
fucking-
time.
That time, I was like, because he's too tight to even pay for a fucking train.
It's true.
So I was like, oh, we'll have a lift back off you. And he fucking is paying.
Yes, we went...
Get on the train to Port Talbot, the guy, he won't get a fucking ticket. He'll get to Cardiff Central.
Don't start all
Train
that now,
stuff.
Mike. There's no need of that. There's no need of that. My kids be watching this, man.
They're just as bad.
AJ Wiggs, top band, they were up there. They weren't... They shot, man. They were in there with the gigs. Some of them had a bit of like London swagger, you know what I mean? You could tell they were playing every week. But you know the sound, Pigeon Wigs, I reckon they stole a show, Mike, up there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
They were really...
Yeah,
I had boys from
probably
Essex coming to us going like, who the fuck are they? Who are they? And they're just like, oh, they, you know, they sort of, not our mates, but they're people we know. We were having a lift home with them. So but then we're coming back with them, right? And Harry, he's from around here. He's from just a bit further on. What's that place? Ladwick Major. He's
Yeah.
from around there, right?
That way.
Yeah. So Harry, great lad. And I said, when's your next gig? He said, November. We're in September. And it's like, where's the place? Where's the place is in South Wales?
What's happening?
They've got a great band.
Yeah.
What bands they play? Why are they? Why is
They
everyone
should be
cover
gigging
bands
fucking
on?
full time, man,
Grassroots,
you know
they
what
should
I
be
mean?
gigging.
Yeah.
And they're really good. I mean, they came to Shunkfest, which is in our local. We got to big up. You got to big up Avon Hills, Mike, don't we?
Avon Hills, Gavin Beth and all the crew. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got our local has got to be one of the best in Wales. It's really good. So it's like you don't know what's going on in there. You got to be on the comedy nights. They have the Soul Train was in there on Saturday. Brilliant, real good groove.
Hip hop nights.
Hip hop nights. We had ciphers in there. There's reggae in there.
Poetry
in
at Port Talbot. Well, you know.
Come and see that. Good. James Lilly, the bare knuckle boxer.
Yeah.
And he's
James.
a tough motherfucker, isn't he?
Yeah.
James, poet. You know, he's got lyrics like, do you know what I mean? He talks about tension going into the ring.
Yeah, it's
how
not
he's
roses are
feeling.
red, violets are blue.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah,
It's
it's fucking gnarly, man.
yes, that's a great night. The Drunk Poets.
SBS Salvage, South Wales #1 vehicle dismantler and car part specialist. Serving customers throughout the region for the past 10 years. You are sure to receive the very best price for your scrap or salvage vehicles. Just check out our websites, Scrap Car Cardiff or even sbssalvage.com to get an instant online quote. We buy all cars, vans, etc. Should you need any part for your car or van, then don't hesitate to call us, and our dedicated parts department will definitely be on hand to assist you. We also offer the very best prices for copper, brass, lead, aluminium and all other types of metals. Just give our friendly staff a call on 01446 421 034, Monday to Friday 9 to 5 or Saturday 9 to 1 to receive a price, or come down to our depot in the rear of the unit, 7 Redrup Business Park, Cardiff Road, Barry, CF63 2QW. We also don't just buy cars and sell parts. We also sell part-worn tyres at the very best prices at our depot on Robbins Lane in Barry, CF63 1QT. Call us Monday to Friday 9 to 5 on 01446 701 515, where we will assist you in any way we possibly can.
So it's just something different with the jam nights and all that. But anyway, they get a lot of live bands, right? So there's a punk band down there, it's called the Shankos, right? It's a fucking off license. It's tiny. It's a micro bar, right? Yeah. And the Shankos released a song, and they were like to Gavin and Beth, let us release it in here. Come on, let us play. And they was like, fuck it, you can't play in here. It's tiny. Whatever they did, they set up, and then, it was a revelation, right? It went down really well. They took loads of dough behind the bar. Shankos loved it, and ever since, bands from across South Wales
and further afield
are going to play in it. So it's evolved then into they've had a couple of festivals. So last year they took it to like an art centre on the plaza in Port Talbot, which has had like a lot of government funding, but they charged them a lot of money, like, so it made the festival a bit unviable. So this year they done it out the back. They done the back out there, a graffiti jam. So like all the boys that I mentioned, you know, Dan McCarthy, his missus, twins, of course. They all came down, painted it up, so it all looked sexy on all the walls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they cleared it. They put some toilets out. They built a stage. Did marquee, good sound, and Sandy done his business, didn't he?
Sandy, everyone just clubbed together, and made something fucking great. Like,
they had a punk night on a Friday. The bands they selected were really good, right? So they had this punk night, and it was. Do you know, with things like that, of course, South Wales, weather. You know what I mean? We get some bad weather, don't we? But it was like the Mediterranean on a Friday. Really good vibes. Brass Bambies did well there, didn't they? Shunkos did well. And then Slug, I don't know if you heard Cardiff band, they came on. What's his name, the singer? Airless, is it?
He's a fucking boy.
He was down to his fucking boxer shorts fucking after about 30 seconds. Was he? Yeah, but anyway, they were really good. They closed it on the Friday. There was mosh pit and all that good in there. So even people who don't really like punk, they just like the vibe in there. It was really good. And then on a Saturday, there's some great bands there.
This band turned up. They were sleeping on Yaki Dar's floor, a London outfit.
Yeah.
And they came in and they were like, oh, do you mind if we play? But they had like a sax and a fucking trombone, brought a different dynamic again, man. It's like that, Boozer, you never know what you're going to get. I don't even bother looking at Instagram, man. I'm like, just fucking, it just surprised me, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, saxophone they brought, he was the singer, was like, he was wearing like, he was like adamant, like, you know, like circus type shit going on, you know? And he had a tunic on. He was really good.
When's the tunic dropping then, Nigel?
That's next year,
You think you're taking influence there, son?
Yeah, so it was just a really good night. And then Water Pistol came on. They were really good when Water Pistol, I don't know if you heard of them, the great band. And then Saloon Dion came on. Yeah. And on a Sunday.
Fucking hell.
On a Sunday, man.
The budget, man.
Yeah,
Sunday. Pigeon Wigs came on, they were fucking great. Like, that's the band we showed it.
Man.
But then Get Down Services, have you heard them? Get Down Services, I got views, fucking brilliant. They're fucking brilliant, this, man. So it's the third time they played the shop, but they shut it down on a Sunday, and they're going big there. They went big in Green Man.
They were supporting like Pete Doherty the week before. You know, it's not for everyone. But they are really like scary, and
they got a good vibe, man, and they don't give
good energy,
great energy. They close it down, so. It's like all this is. It's like this all the localism thing, you know. We open that's in our calendar now. You know that we got In It Together, which is another thing that's been brilliant for the brand.
Yeah, it's been great for the growth of the brand.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's
In It Together, I would say it came. They've had 3 now, haven't they?
Yes, yeah. This year was the 3rd year.
I think the important thing for me with In It Together was what it showed was if you invest in culture in South Wales. And invest in it, like, you know, cleverly, pick the right spot, it can work.
Yeah.
That it can be a success. You know, it doesn't all fail in Wales. Do you know what I mean? So, In It Together, right from the start, that's where Jenks done us that massive favour, didn't he?
Yeah.
But we went there the first year, and we weren't sure how it was going to go, but it was like in the first year, we got there, and I think the brand had been going about 6 years by that point. And it was almost like as if we'd hired like a flash mob to turn up. So like if you come to the shop now we got a spectrum of colours. Yeah,
it was just like a sea of Sanportablo.
Sanportablo, yeah.
Just everywhere you looked. It was quite like mind-blowing actually.
Yeah, it was almost emotional.
It was good.
And then, of course, that created desire for people from outside. And we had great sales there, did really well. And that was a bit of a breakout for us. That was probably our first big breakout where we were turning into this new brand. We'd gone from being like a cool, like Port Talbot brand to being a cool South Wales brand. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? People in South Wales wanted it now.
I was fucking seeing people wearing it in Cardiff all the time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, Cardiff is an option for us further down the track, you know.
Yeah.
Get a shop, but yeah.
Oh, we'll put some spray paint down in fucking Sanportablo. We'll put some Sanportablo up in.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Yeah.
Fucking right.
Well, there's
isn't
no
it?
outlets there. That's a good, you know what? That's a great thought. You know, like if you're down for it, then yeah.
100%.
We'll call in to see you next time we're up there. You're by the market. We go for food in the market quite a lot.
Yeah, we're in Church Street. Scott's there now doing his thing. And
even one has old shop, isn't it? I used to...
one has old shop taken over now. And Scott, who...
I forgot you boys had that.
Yeah, Church Street. That's been going like 25 years, it's got to be.
Yeah, Ron, he was...
We love Ronnie, man.
Yeah, good stuff, Ron.
Yeah.
Fucking went there since I was a kid buying my paint from Ron.
Yeah.
And now to like I've
that must be great for you guys.
It's weird.
It's like full circle.
It's fucking weird as fuck.
That's a magic spot.
It's weird as fuck. It still don't
heaven, isn't it?
It still don't feel real. Still don't feel real. Like, you know, go there, stock the shelf, and I'm like, fucking hell, I'm got a fucking nick anymore. I never. Do you know what? That's one spot I never racked from was Ron. So I like Ron. I fucking love Dave But yeah, Scott.
Well, they created something magic, didn't they? You know, in a time when perhaps the creativity in South Wales wasn't the best, they've always been a bit of a beacon, really.
Yeah, they've always just been steadily just fucking keep chomping away at it, like, you know, when Ron's down in Swansea now, he's still going strong, and
he's busy down there, and like they got a big hip hop night now on Saturday. I'll be
going to that. I'm not sure where it is, but it's part of that Fringe Festival.
Yeah,
which is
like them will be there.
All like the arts and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like Ron's got a new
it's a different chapter
lease of life. Like a lot of people might look at it and think, fucking hell, 26, 27 years, how could you leave that? It's already established.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, man.
Yeah, he's just fucking down there, and Ron will bring a vibe wherever he goes, and he'll add to the culture rather than...
Yeah, he loves Tracy, doesn't he? I mean, they're in love, and it's a good thing. She's a really creative girl anyway, Tracy, like, so...
Yeah.
They're doing some good stuff, and like the hip hop scene is starting to reignite in Swansea. T-Rev, Wesley Coos, Crazy the Jack, you know, Demo's come out of retirement, which is great because he's got the gift of hip hop.
Yeah.
So
Nobster doing something the other day.
Yeah, Lobster's back.
He's back on Saturday, isn't he?
He is.
He's back in Lobster's back.
I can remember them boys coming to Cardiff, and we were just like, you know, we were like, and seeing them boys, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these? But good stuff. Fucking proper good people.
They're hot dogs for tea, aren't they?
Good
they're good. Yeah. So I'm missing it on Saturday. Are you going over?
I'll be going over, Yeah, show some like support. Like Rodney's done a fucking huge amount for the South Wales scene, if you think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the years, like you look at the amount of hip hop acts that will always pass through our shop.
Yeah.
And it's just good that it's in good hands now, and fucking long may it continue, innit? It's great.
Yeah.
You know, it must be a vibe. I'm like, well done, man.
I love it. Thanks, man.
Nice.
Scott's still there. So Scott did come in, Jim. Yes, put there, man. Yeah, Scott's taken over like the printing side of it, and Scott worked for Ron for so many years, and he was a bit worried at the beginning because he's like, fucking hell, like, you know, I'm in charge, I got to pay rent, this, that, and the other. But you know, it's all the hard work that he's done behind the scenes with Warner.
Yeah,
he's fucking managed to hit the ground running.
Yeah, wicked, man.
And you know, they're like a little institution in the city centre, like.
The Cardiff need it, really, don't they?
100%. It's like,
but like being able,
sort of spaces.
In order to like keep the legacy alive, there must be a fucking good feeling, man. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's like you said, take your opportunities when they come.
Exactly.
And
you've got to take them.
And it like, you know, like it was the work that we did here. If we hadn't done it properly and made sure and, you know, did our due diligence, when that opportunity come, we wouldn't have been ready. But as soon as it come around, we were fucking ready for it.
On it.
Yeah, you can take it to a different level.
Yeah.
You know, there's loads of opportunities. You're in Cardiff City Centre. There's massive footfall. There's a lot of people coming in and out. There's a lot of shows, performances, gigs. I mean, Cardiff is where.
Yeah, I know. Dan, you boys have been an integral part of the scene for years, and so it's like it's only natural, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and having
if we've got events going on up there, like we'll come up. We'll definitely come up, man, and check it out.
I think 25 is going to be a big year now because the progression, everything's up in the air, isn't it? But then everything settles down now, and everybody's settled in. It's like, right, we'll fucking go.
Let's go smash it, like
So 25 is going to be big.
I think that in Wales sometimes it just feels that like there's a real disconnection with the arts. Like you don't see nothing on TV. There's no like arts show on TV, is there? Focusing on what's going on you know, so, you know, you've got people like Sage Todd's and Mace the Great and that, and Local, and like T-Rev. We did a video, right? T-Rev done a song with us. We went over to Ibiza. We shot a video out there, released a song. There's no TV show that would take that on. There's been no interest in it. Perhaps you know, we might be a bit short in how we pushed it out, like, but it just feels there's disconnect. I'm giving that as an example, right? But I mean, there's a lot of videos. I don't know if
we want a TV show, you know.
No, I'm just saying.
Everyone's their own director, producer these days, isn't it? It's all on the end of it.
But there's no. What I'm saying is, there's no magazine show that's highlighting the music scene, whether it be bands, whether it be hip hop. There's no one that's highlighting the graph scene, the street art scene. There's no one highlighting the fashion scene. That's for sure. There's no one. It doesn't seem like Welsh fashion doesn't seem to exist. It does exist, of course it is, because we're alive, and there's, you know, you've got Minty and you've got like Spirit 58 and other brands and stuff like that. But there's never been like a Welsh Fashion Awards or like any, you know, there's just no one's taken up, as I said, of our photo shoots. We've done over like 20 photo shoots. You know, some are better than others. Some of them are really good. We've had some gold that have really helped to push our product.
That needs to happen, really, like an awards for everything, where it's just like in-house, all run by each other, but everybody like acknowledging each other.
Because if you had that,
almost like the Players' Player of the Year.
If you had that, you know,
which I never fucking want.
Dreams there.
Well, like, I wanted to do like the Screw Awards, innit? And like, you know, for Kevin, who passed away.
Yeah.
And like just have like graffiti things, but I run it by a few boys and they're just like, fucking, that's fucking cheesy. You know, but
the thing is, right, what the benefit of that would be, right, if you've done that, if you had music as well, like, so you had the different categories.
You could incorporate so many different elements.
Album covers. Everyone needs artwork to promote their shit, right? Whatever it be, whatever their art is, you know. So, and then that would promote the writers and the painters because they've got the music. Do you know what I mean? We can dress them, or we might come to it and then hook up and say, yeah, we'll do something. We'll commission you. Can you do different designs for us? You know, we've done 90 designs and we pay our artists, man. We got no qualms about that. You know what I mean? So we can help, and we want to work with people who are active. You know, so we do work with. We do all the time. That's what it's about, man. Right. But that's what them sort of award things would do, or even a magazine. There's not even a magazine showing all the different artwork that's going on in South Wales, or, you know, I think there is some in the West Country. I think they're a bit more connected over there. You know, you go to Briz, and they seem to be more organised and more togetherness. But we're all sort of disparate. Like that's how it feels to me. You know.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of good podcasts about stuff. You know, there's some good podcasting words, really, actually, when you think about it. Ambitious, critical.
There's only one, isn't there?
Sorry?
One, just one.
Only one.
Don't mention the other one. Okay, now we'll have to cut that out straight away. Okay, now.
You fucking walking the line, you Mr. Hunt. Those fucking sides on those shoulders. Fucking get them.
The Ambition's critical a lot are good, aren't they? They were good. They're good in Swansea. Ambition is critical. They keep that Swansea scene tight, you know, and so if people are doing good stuff there, they report it.
Paddy and
they do like an audio. They do like an audio podcast. Yeah, they're good eggs.
Yeah, needs more, don't we? We just need more of everything, like. Yeah. So, like, what's the plans for like the future and stuff like that? Where do you see everything going, and what do you want to do? Oh, actually, let's talk about the film festival.
Yeah, so we're doing a film festival because like our area's got like we've got a really good heritage.
There's a big heritage there, you know, like Richard Burton,
Michael Sheen,
Anthony Hopkins,
Rob Brydon,
mad, isn't it?
Ivor Emmanuel, you know, Di Boccia, Peg Entwistle. And there's some really good youngsters coming through now.
Yeah. Some are like walking the boards of like the West End and getting big reviews.
How was that?
It's all that sulphur from the fucking steelworks, man.
Yeah.
I think they're all fucking aliens or something.
No, I just think we're just confident people, really. I reckon. That's what I think. We're just, you know,
because he's fucking brilliant, isn't he, Michael Sheen?
He's great, yeah, Michael. Talented, and he's
very talented.
And he's put back in. He's another one that puts right back in. Anthony Hopkins, I mean, fucking hell, he's outstanding.
They don't get much bigger than that.
And he's still doing it at his age.
Still thriving, isn't he? Yeah. Like, what's he, like mid-80s at least?
I think he's about 90 odd, you know, and he's still producing great work, you know. And Burton's voice was incredible. Ivor Emmanuel was good.
Yeah.
But there's some good youngsters. There's a young actress who's looking.
Yeah, she's the one from the West End of that now, isn't it?
Yeah, she's really.
I forget her name. But
she's really Rosie.
Yeah,
she used to go with Matthew, who was a good actor. Remember Matthew?
Yeah.
And she's doing really well. Her reviews are like Michael's reviews.
Yeah.
When I remember when Michael was coming through, when you had the Guardian and people like that, like really being lovely towards Michael, Rosie's getting the same sort of reviews now. Like so, yeah. So we want to highlight film and encourage kids and to look at film. But we don't really have a cinema. We don't have a chapter arts or like a Taliesin. We're only a small town, like so. There'll be like Dead Man Shoes. We'd like to show Dead Man Shoes. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking, that is unbelievable film.
I still haven't watched it.
Kid want to see kids.
I've never seen. No, I'm gonna watch it tonight. Actually,
It's one of my favourite British films the last 20, 30 years in the century. I'd say.
Yeah.
It's so good, isn't it? Don't have a small budget as well. You can sort of see it, can you?
Yeah, I put it on a fucking few months ago, like with Kelsey. I said, "Have you seen this?" She said, "No, no." I said, "Fucking watch this."
Yeah.
Fucking
Luching a bet.
fucking brilliant.
He's really good.
I started watching it, and
it's
then
like a part horror, right? Part like suspense, but there's comedy in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
He paints them all up. Fucking great, man. Really good.
Yeah,
don't ruin it now.
Don't ruin it. So and we want to get short films. We want there's bands now that are making videos, and no one's like showing
skate
them.
edits, just cool
whatever.
like time lapses.
We want to be an outlet, so there's something. If you're making a film, there's a little film festival in Port Talbot that you can get on and maybe.
There's also going to be like workshops there as well. So if someone's, like if they've got an interest in filming, or like the sound and stuff like that, there's, so they can learn there and whatnot, as well. So it's really positive. It's good to the town.
Yeah, it sounds fucking
and
a lot of energy, like.
I think it'll grow. Hopefully we'll pull this one off.
Yeah, this is the first year, isn't it?
And then it's going to grow into something bigger and better and something more substantial. And it'll be another festival on our cultural calendar. So you've got the In It Together, which is outstanding. Which has grown into something really big and really gives. We become a real sexy place at the end of May. And then you've got the Shunk Fest, which is sort of seminal. I remember when John Nation was on here, he was talking about seminal events. I think Shunk Fest is going to be seen as being seminal. What's going on there, that's going to grow. And like those bands, we've had waves of bands in the past, with Manic Street Preachers and Stereophonics and all that kind of thing. Super Furry Animals. I think there's another seed emerging.
Now,
yeah.
Wow.
And that's Shunk Fest. So that's going to be good in our calendar. And hopefully this film festival is. And then, why can't we have a paint jam, like a big paint festival? There's something in Mindy on the weekend, wasn't there? Something that's good.
I've seen bits of it. I'm not really too clued up on it, but I've seen some painting and stuff going on. I spoke to MB about it. That's just been growing every year, and I think the guy, he's bought the land or something, and then every time he does a festival, he buys a bit more of the land and makes it bigger, and he's just going to carry on going on.
Extending it from there.
So, I think that is something that we would definitely like to look at, getting some more like paint on the streets, because it's the best way to regenerate an area. You can have buildings that are like looking like almost like blight. You paint it up, then all of a sudden it looks really sexy. I think that's the way that it's been done globally, really. Do you know what I mean? That's the way to go. So hopefully we can evolve something like that in the next few years as well. Like. So,
what's plans for the future and everything else then?
I think that we'd like to have another shop. That we've thought about Cardiff Airport. We think about St David's in Cardiff. We think of McCarthy or the Quadrant in Swansea. They're sort of places that we think that we could do well in.
Yeah.
We'd like to turn more into a closed label. So we're bringing out the M65 jackets. Hopefully they're going to be a success, and if they are, I think that we could exhibit like in trade shows.
Yeah.
I think we do well there if we've done a trade show thing, and we want to become the biggest street clothing brand that Wales has ever had. My hero is Robert Barker, and we want to grow to be as big and maybe try and do something like that.
That's definitely on the cards, that though, isn't it? You can that's a fucking given to me. That's what you're going to grow into, if not already are.
Yeah, I think that this is just
Yeah, I think we just like really starting to find our feet now. Do you know what you're on about?
Yeah.
And now it's time, like, you know, to keep going against the grain in this fucking crazy world we're in.
Yeah.
And just keep growing and, you know,
Yeah.
diversifying and, you know, just keeping it fresh.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hit in it together next year really hard.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something. Care you can get involved. Like
Yeah,
we're going in there.
We can talk about
we're going in big.
stuff.
We're going to see Escape Records soon. We want to go in and do it like bigger than better than we've done it before. And I think that can really help us to break out. And it'll be good for the festival in terms of In It Together, where In It Together stands in terms of UK festivals. We'll make it magic. And so we're really looking forward to In It Together next year in terms of breakout. And we start.
Yeah, there's also
we start to plan already.
Yeah, there's also like the Ice Devon, which is in Port Talbot next year.
Yeah, the Ice
So
Devon.
those two back to back. That'll definitely test us.
Yeah, fucking
Because, you know, we'll have to bring a crew together.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, it's just good. Just always keep moving, keeping things fresh.
boys should come down and
trying
play
to
the
help
festival,
people,
man. You should come down.
Boys,
trying to make
honestly,
something happen. You know,
we are here. If you need anything, if you need a push, or you just simply want us to come down and paint, like we are fucking there, like straight away.
Yeah.
Top of the pops.
Top of the pops, yeah. As I said, we want to become that biggest brand. I think that we haven't reached our peak. Like this isn't as big as we're going to be.
No,
now we're getting going. Now we got a platform.
Yeah.
We've done like Bukowski t-shirts this year, which I'm really pleased to get out to me. I wanted to do a Bukowski t-shirt for years. We had the confidence to do it this year, that design. You know, we've got a good relationship with the likes of Chio, which we'd like to take further because he's coming round.
Chio is. Yeah, good, like top.
I went up there last year. Did he do that show?
Yeah, in
Bristol?
North Street.
Yeah. Up festival. Whatever,
No, you just had a little boutique on the
North Street, yeah.
Yeah.
He must have missed you there then. Yeah.
Oh, you went up to his show?
Yeah, I only went up. No, it was like a couple of days after. He was just there in a shop. I just nipped up.
Yeah.
Spoke to Chio, bought a little painting off him, and got off just to show a bit of support, like.
Yeah.
But I just missed you at the Rider show as well, didn't I?
Yeah. The Rider show on Gloucester Road.
Yeah, in Dom
Majors.
Dom Majors.
That's it. Yeah.
Fucking sick night as well.
Yeah, so like...
Yeah, literally, like, fucking, see what I mean? Typical late fucking Nigel Thomas Hunt, yeah? Fucking late for his own funeral, a cunt.
We got a bit of Jamaican in
He's on master time, He's on master time.
Also the Sanchez boys and all that as well. Everything.
Pritch is cool.
Yeah, Pritch, yeah.
He's like literally like fucking Forrest Gump. Yeah, he doesn't stop, man.
Like, go ahead now.
Yeah, we could go up to see Math,
SWYD.
Yeah, he's managed to keep hold of the shop and stuff. I believe it's like a food court or something happening within that arcade, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing that as well now, is he? Or
no. Like that's separate, but like he's like holding on to the shop and stuff.
Because a lot of the shops have been vacated. They've allowed him to stay, but of course the footfall has gone down really poorly because they're refurbishing it all. So it's going to be a massive food court.
Yeah, but like Math, you know, he's a bit of a fucking. He's a proper lad, like in a different way now.
Yeah,
like,
he got so much energy.
Yeah, so much energy. You know, he's just.
He got us fit earlier this year.
Yeah, I did.
We had a good laugh, man. Such a good laugh. I broke my foot then, but.
Yeah, it was a bit intense, like.
Yeah.
I went to Spain and literally never bounced back to it.
You took us one day up to Hereford, right?
Yeah.
We got up to Hereford now. Doing jiu-jitsu without the SAS, right? Advanced now, me and him. Pitch walks away now. Me and him doing it.
Yeah, and then I had to try and grapple with this fucking bear, like, do you know what I mean?
I was up with this Latvian geezer, he was huge. I had no skill. I didn't mind grappling him, right? You know what I mean? But I just didn't. What was I going to do? Like the next time, I'm fucking flying everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like,
there was a bit of etiquette around it. We weren't like, I could just boot him in the balls and just fucking leg it off.
And then he'd be like, we're going in the lake today. It was fucking, we're going in the river. We went in the river, there was icicles on the trees, like, and then it was so cold, wasn't it?
Who was you in the river with? What's his name?
Martin Magson.
Yeah.
Martin, he's great, man. He's back with Wales now, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah. He's there's another really good fucking brother there now.
Yeah, I'd love to get him on as well.
Yeah, you should, because I'm sure, like, we'll speak to him. And
he was with Wales in 2016 when we got the semi-final, right? And then Coleman goes, didn't he? Right? He was working with West Ham. with Sam Allardyce. Sam Allardyce gets the England job. He takes Martin with him. And then we all know what happened to Sam. You know, he got stitched or whatever.
Yeah.
He was gone. Southgate came in, keeps Martin. He got to the semi-final. Was it semi?
Semi, yeah.
In 2018 in Russia,
2018,
lost to
yeah.
Croatia.
Yeah.
They won a penalty shootout with Martin there. The bottle thing, I don't know if you've seen the bottle thing, but he was right
Yeah, with
there.
Pickford.
Yeah, that's in.
He's got that bottle in the house,
Yeah,
he?
2020, they get to the final, don't they? They lost to Italy in the
Thank
final.
fuck.
Yeah, thank fuck. And then 2022, they lost to France. He had Mbappe's top, didn't he?
Yeah, he's only stayed over there for like when we went over there just for a coffee, like after that the tip or whatever it was. You know, he had
Shirt
like
collection.
the jersey room type thing. It was like this bar, you know. And fair play to him. Do you know what? He's done fucking well, man. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, he's created a property empire and everything. You know,
His shirt collection.
yeah, but his shirt collection. He was like, if only I'd started this earlier.
Yeah. His old man, Malcolm, right? He's our boy, Malcolm.
Yeah,
he used to coach me when I was a kid, Malcolm, when I was playing football. And when he came back from 2016 in France, Malcolm said, "Where's your shirts?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You should have had shirts. Where's your shirts?" Like, he said, "I didn't get any." So when he went to 2018, he collected one every, when he got to the semi.
Yeah, every game now.
Yeah, so right, so when he was in 2018, 2020, 22, he's just been in this one in 24.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's going to be in 26 now, he's back with Wales. Bella's.
Fucking right.
Do you know what? I got good vibes about all this, haven't you? I think Bellamy.
I'm hearing positive things. you
Craig's
know.
good stuff. He was here not so long ago. He sat there fucking half hour chatting football, 40 minutes.
He's
passionate,
for a
yeah.
start.
And do you know
He's
what?
passionate, isn't he?
Trowbridge boy, you know what I mean? He got that Trowbridge vibe,
And
energy.
like, he got a fucking bad reputation.
Football
like,
mad, love him.
But I tell you what, he fucking knows his football. Craig
He
Bellamy.
don't, no, absolutely. He lives it,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
yeah.
He lives it. I mean,
I've been told fucking, good things,
And he was so different to what I expected. He is fucking good stuff, Craig Bellamy.
I rate him.
He's definitely the right man for the job.
Definitely the right man for the job.
Fucking hell.
Takes someone, don't it?
Yeah.
Like someone like him, no nonsense, fucking bit of something.
Kind of
about
going back to what we were on about, stepping up and doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's demanding excellence, isn't he? He's demanding top level stuff, I think. He's got a vision.
And he's playing those fucking youths as well. And
And being there at the top of his game not that long ago.
yeah, it's still very...
And he's not going to take no
he's
shit.
so relevant, isn't he?
He's never taken any shit anywhere
No.
he's been.
Yeah.
So anybody behind the fucking scenes, that's good, for any kind of yes man in that position,
Yeah.
he ain't having it.
He's
It's going to be his team and his way, like.
I'm Cardiff fan in Port Talbot, right? We haven't done very well.
I'm a Swansea fan.
Right? You can imagine the grief I've been getting.
Oh, that was probably the wrong time to fucking say this, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at them shoulders.
I support Liverpool, I do. I do fucking.
But anyway, when Bellas went to the Liberty, he got the winner, didn't he?
Yeah.
He scored there. Like, I mean, that's just the quality of the man.
Yeah.
That where he goes, when he was at Liverpool.
I watched him for Liverpool for fucking years. And do
when
you
he
know
was
what?
at Coventry,
Finished
Norwich.
product. Every time he went at that line, he would whip a ball in.
Yeah.
And I'm not on about 9 times out of 10. I'm on about fucking 10 times out of
Consistent.
10.
The fucking speed on him,
There'd be
man.
something there at the end of it.
Do you go up to Liverpool much, then?
I've been up a few times, not as much as I like, but
We got a good mate
Do
up
you ever
there.
go to the King Charles? The old thing of the church?
my cousin goes up every week,
Yeah.
home and away.
Yeah.
We'll have to go up and watch the game.
Yeah.
He got a really good mate up there, Mick.
Oh, that's good.
He got pubs in Anfield. He's
I got loads of mates in Liverpool, but none that can get me fucking tickets. They're all Everton fans. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, you're all right,
Blue
man.
noses.
This is red, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
boys,
I tell you
man,
who comes in to us is Brian Flynn.
fucking hell.
Yeah, Brian Flynn. Do you know Brian?
When he comes home,
Remember old Brian?
He's a legend,
small,
man.
small,
See, he's just
skillful.
like as tall as I, believe it or not.
He's taller than him.
I am. Go on.
And he comes in to see us, like, and his role, he's told us about when he was with Toshak and what he used to do, and how we got, like, Ashley Williams and Robson Cano, how we persuaded them to come and commit to Wales.
This is brilliant.
And that's what, without going into detail about that, that's what we need now. And I think, I hear Chris Gunter, I think that Bella's got Chris Gunter in as a junior, and I'm really hoping that Gunter goes down that route, where he goes to training grounds and finds out, like, who's Welsh eligible.
Yeah, go and scout,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Get him then.
Yeah.
I seen Bobby Gould the one day. Can't remember where it was. Somewhere in Cardiff, St. David's. He was sat down. He's like, had a piece of paper. Well, I walked past him, and this was when Bale was just coming up. I walked past. I thought, fuck it, walk back past. I goes, he didn't even look up. I goes, Bale playing tomorrow? He went, yeah, be playing. I just walked off. I thought, fucking better be as well.
Yeah, what a man he was with Rick Halfdale, man.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, boys, man, like the energy's fucking been amazing. Like Port Talbot is fucking thriving by the sounds of it. And
Well, thanks for having us,
Yeah,
man.
nice one.
It's really good.
thanks for
Much
so
appreciated.
much for coming, Pancho.
Nice one, bud.
Nige,
Nice one, Kurt. Brilliant.
thanks for coming, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, sound.
Yeah, like definitely come down.
I'll be there.
Get a crew there.
Definitely. Nice one, boys.
Nice one.